By the way, Boogie Cousins is in another really tough boat. And here's what Andrew Sharp, for a free agent to be who just tore his Achilles, had to say. Via SI, I'm not in love with the idea of following up the most exciting stretch of Anthony Davis's career by overpaying to keep a bloated, injured Boogie. As one league source texted me this week, New Orleans didn't miss him. Come on. Yeah. It's not even clear I mean, that's total crap. It's not even clear he's a winning player even when he's healthy. And then they go into, I understand New Orleans wants to recoup the value from a superstar they traded away, but the dream for New Orleans will be finding a way, a sign and trade for Boogie. And then they threw out how they want to get Otto Porter Jr. away from Washington. That also wasn't going to happen. Lastly, via Jeff Duncan, a max long-term deal is out of the question. There's too much on the line to take that kind of risk. Instead, a 2 or 3 year deal, as has been reported, makes sense. But his injury just months before free agency devastated his market. I understand that.
I totally do.
And I agree with that. But to say that he wasn't missed in the playoffs? No. What the hell are they smoking? You know what could have potentially happened? Them getting past anybody if they had a dynamic duo of bigs that we haven't seen since Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
To be fair to them, he wasn't missed in the playoffs. New Orleans went to the finals and just barely lost. Just saying.
Jayar just sits all upright in bed. What year is it?
Man, did you see the shooting of Rajon Rondo hitting 25-footers like he's Steph Curry? He was missed. Let's be real about this.
Right, but there's, yes.
After the Portland series, they were embarrassed, guys. They got embarrassed by Golden State. That would have been a better series if he was there.
And it wasn't a surprise, by the way. It's not like everyone thought they would win that. But you have to do as much as you can to try and offset what Golden State has been doing. And it was, I forget who said it, and it wasn't even Brendan Hayward, but I totally agreed with an analyst I heard the other day on there. Brendan Hayward is the best.
See what I mean?
He says a lot of stuff I do, that's why. Anyway,
Jayar just puts his number at the bottom of the screen. Just call, I want to talk.
Did you guys hear Jayar gloat right there, by the way? He says what? Everything I say.
Yeah. Come on, let's keep
I get it. You guys are synced up.
That's nice, man.
Anyways.
Everyone likes to copy what Golden State has done because they've been so successful. Don't just try and do the same thing that one team has already done. It's a copycat league.
Right.
They had a different formula that may have worked. Just try something else, and to just give up on them because of an injury. I get not giving them super maxes and all that, but give them a chance. See what formula you had might work.
Yeah, these statements sound like posturing as a way to get the team that you might want. They don't necessarily reflect the actual dynamics of the team itself. Of course they missed.
Of course
they missed him in the playoffs. It would have been way better in the playoffs, but they're just trying to angle for a trade, so.
What if it's all reverse psychology, though? Like, what if it's all like they're throwing this shade?
That's interesting.
They're throwing this shade so that he can just feed onto this, because Boogie's an emotional player too.
Very.
He feeds onto a lot of things. He's very responsive on social media, and maybe they're picking up on that and saying, okay, well, maybe this is either gonna have him either play even harder when he comes back from that injury or something along those lines.
The great thing is NBA free agency is starting this weekend. And now we have heard, when we do return, that Kevin Durant and LeBron James were texting and potentially sexting. We'll be back in a bit.